go. What are these fighters going to do? Tries to bait him with the projectile. Finds the time to squeeze in a buff. Player 2 with the life lead. Can they exploit this advantage? The drink level's up to 4. All options are on the table. Deals some sick damage there in exchange for some meter. Blows him. What's next? Somehow pushes back all the way to center stage. Neither of them willing to back off. And this is gonna be bad news. Takes a trip. The drink level's at 4. All inhibitions are out the window. They don't need to go for anything big. Even a light tap could win this round. Shows a medium kick. Great work finding the opening. KO! Player 2 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on.
Round 2. Fight!
Opts to create space to start. Who's going to start things off? Swagger step. Player 2 creates a good corner opportunity. They gotta be careful not to overextend or their opponent might go for a side step. Knockdown and full SA meters on deck for both sides. This could be over soon. Oh, what's this? This is gonna be bad news. Ends the meter, hoping for a good return. Uses the gauge for the super. They're not playing around here. Player 1 will need to use their meter here wisely. A quick breather, strong critical. What's gonna happen? Closes with the throw. Hitting him with the smart stuff. So, what are our fighters planning in this opening round? Solid combo. Maintains composure and pushes out of the corner. Gets out of the corner and creates some distance. At this range, many attacks can connect if you stick something out. The neutral game is very important. Trips him up. Life lead is opening up, but that could still be overcome. KO! Player 2 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. Holds out with the block. Shoots off a fireball up close. You know their fireball game is solid because they're only throwing it when their opponent can't jump. Fireballs are risky, but if the opponent doesn't jump, they're one of the best ground game tools. Player 1 has a slight life lead. There's been some back and forth, but no one has dominated the fight. Digs in deep to get that drive on. Hits him with his free flow. Risky up-close scrap still going. So little life left. Jumps in, finishes it with the anti-air. This is the final round. Expect to see some fireworks. Throws a fireball. Closes the gap. What a reaction to go air to air. Free flow strike. Player 2 got smothered. But what now? Connects with the throw. Knockdown and super hearts on deck for both fighters. How they approach the situation will be interesting. This is where smart meter management is going to come into play. Our fighters will need to tread carefully. Pumps the brakes on the impact. Excellent block to shut out the impact. Looking for a hole. More fuel to the fire. Cook them up. Spends it all on the super. Not sure one bit about it. Opts to spend the meter on the super. Player 2 has the super gauge and that back throw was huge. What? Oh my god, they just choked it up. Both sides getting ready. A real test of nerves here. A jump in? No! Critical art now? Guess the quarter switch. It might be some time for side switch. What's next? Player 2 can't use any drop. They are no shortage of drama. Time to get down to business. The first round starts now. Hits him with his free flow. Medium kick hits. Good job blocking the jump in. They're showing us just how patient they can be. Blocking a jump in attack means you're at a disadvantage, so they should be looking to anti-air instead. Player 1 creates a good corner opportunity. Holds out with the block. Player 2 may be just about done this round, but they still have a chance with a full drive gauge to tap into. Goes for a projectile to try and change the pace. So they break forward to pressure the opponent. The jump in is denied. Goes for a drive rush. They're looking to keep on the offensive for as long as possible. Life lead opens up. Good job blocking the jump in. They're showing us just how patient they can be. Get some. Player 1 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. Everything up until now, and everything from here on out, is so vital. Gets the jump in. You can open up chances to do big damage by baiting something out, getting that opening, and then jumping in. Swagger step. Goes for the rush. What'll happen here? Player 2 will look to apply pressure here. Big chance here to do some damage if they can keep the corner pressure up. Gets them with the anti-air. Not much life difference. What's going to happen here in the latter half of this round? Looking for a chance. Ooh, you never know what can happen here. Shows a medium kick. Oh, the throw connects. What now? Fires off the Shinku Hadouken. Excellent read. Noticeable life lead. Is a comeback still possible? Still alive? Still alive? Are they dead? Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. The first round begins. No time to save that stuff for nationals. It's time to go all in. Fantastic reactions there. They're on the lookout for jump-ins. Lots of aggression from both sides. Low kicks are a no-go. What's the play here? Tons of drive and help to work with. Will they use their drive to break through or to turn up the heat? Player 1 chases them down. Sticks the combo. Player 1 is maintaining the corner position for some juicy damage. A nice, chunky combo. Can they keep up the assault? So they break forward to pressure the opponent. Holds out with the block. Impacts a no-go. Decides to meet them in the air. Good job experiencing burnout. Player 2 has completely used all of their drive here, but they still have enough life left to take the round if they play smart. Closing moments of the match. What springs in there? Player 1 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. Oh, whiffs the throw. Gets the jump in. Solid blocking. What on blocking? All right, what's coming up next? Both sides have the super gauge max and ready to rip. Meter management is going to be a huge factor. Player 2 holding on to that corner advantage. Drive gauge management here is going to be vital. Both fighters planning something? Player 2 needs to use the threat of the corner here. Looking to impress with this super. On for the critical arm. Lands the Getsuga Saiho. Going to that juicy damage. Player 2, can you close them? What now? Drive rush. Can either of these come? That was the highest if I've ever seen one. Player, it's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that run back. Swagger step. Checks with a medium kick. A drive rush to try and keep up the attack. Goes for the throw. Steps in for the throw. Player 2 chases them down. Spends a little drive gauge here to go on the offensive. Player 2 is maintaining the corner position for some juicy damage. Takes the chance to hurt him. Takes a trip. Holds out with the block. So they break forward to snipes them out the air. Player 2 sets the tone with that win. Let's see if they can keep it up. The jump-in is denied. Okay, they trade hits. Can't tech the throw. Throws them to negate the block. Takes advantage of the hesitation and gets some good damage in return. Goes with the safe stuff with that target combo. Player one needs to use the threat of the corner. He brushes that off and keeps going. Big throws. That throw will do some good damage. From upstairs. Gotta be careful not to whip at this range. Player one holding on to that corner advantage. Were they baiting them into that? Are we gonna see a comeback here? What'll happen here? Jumps up, connects with the throw. Okay, here we go. Gotta do better than that. Burnout activates. Sandblast. A real oh, yo! Lost super hit! Player one, forward rush. Closing moments of the match. What throws them? Only a little bit drive rush. Wasn't looking up. This is the final round. Expect to see some fireworks. Ooh, it looks like they're waiting if the drive impact doesn't work. Breaks the... Ooh, what a smart throw. The match just started. It's solid anti-air. They just said, get that jump in, out of here. Player one needs to take advantage of this gauge disparity. Getsuga Saiho! You better not blink because this boy's quicker than a freaking hiccup. Yes, sir, more damage, please. Meets them air to air. Wall splat into the guard break. Free flow strikes. Not going anywhere. This is the time to believe in your ability. Down on my holy. The punish counter sets the table. Cashes out the cage right there. This is going to hit for a critical art. You gotta imagine that this is not only gonna wreck their life bar, but also their nerves. Amazing! All in with the rush! Noticeable life leak. Pairs of are you kidding? Both fighters will need to bring their A game to the table.
Round one. Fight.
Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? The throw hits. Now the fun begins. Tries to bait him with the projectile. It's the start of the round. How will they start their approach? On dangerous turf. Easy to get tagged at this range. Takes a trip. Blocks the low heavy. Lays on the pressure with the projectile. Absorbs the attack and fires back. Strings it all together. Both sides backing off to form their game plan. Punishes that ill-timed attack with a drive impact. Very bad choice there. All right, what's coming up next? This is the perfect range to reach out and tag them with something. Shoots off a fireball up close. Jumps. Throws them to negate the block. Jumps up. What's the next move? Springs forward with a drive rush. They don't need to go for anything big. In there! Player one on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on.
Round two. Fight.
Swagger step. Jumps in. Checks them with the projectile. You know their fireball game is solid because they're only throwing it when their opponent can't jump them. Hits them with his free flow. Both fighters having a full super art gauge means positioning is critical here. This is where smart meter management is going to come into play. Our fighters will need to tread carefully. Checks with a medium. But there's a wall splat. They can't do anything now. Forcing them to block the drive impact near the corner is a very smart play on their part. Jumps up. Barely blocks the jumping. Both sides getting back. Hits them with a stop and block. Turning it right up with the super. Coming up. Still alive? Still alive? What? That was enough to kill? Yo, that read was godlike. Last round, people. Both fighters gotta go all in from this point.
Fight round. Fight.
Opens with the fireball. Who's going to feel this win? Looks like they want to put a new spin on things with that fireball. Both fighters are standing firm with plenty of health remaining. Player one is working with a better game. What can they do with it? What separates the good from the great in this game is smart gauge management. Triple strike, getting it all on the drive round. Both sides get grounds from above. 2 is gonna knock down. Here comes the mix-up. Player 1 can't win this without pulling throws him. What's next? Danger tries to act quickly but whiffs the attack. Ooh, the drive impact hits for a punish. Amazing. They are done. Player 2. Oh, it's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that run back. Jumps in. Checks them with the projectile. You know their fireball game is solid because they're only throwing it when their opponent can't jump them. Goes for the low kick. Picks up some damage with a long reaching attack. Player 2 chases them down. All right. Good job blocking the jump in. They're showing us just how patient they can be. Player 2 is maintaining the corner position for some juicy damage. Taking stock. Projectile to try and change the situation. Gets the jump in. Strings it all together. Both fighters planning something? KO. Player 1 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? Everything up until now, and everything from here on out, is so vital. The jump-in is denied. Opts for the free flow kicks to get Jingu Hadouken. Player 1 managed their drive gauge well to create lots of opportunities for themselves. Let's see if they can maintain this rhythm. Will that super be the turning point? The fighters return to the middle of the stage. Escapes the corner to reset the situation. What'll happen here? There's a wall splash. They can't do anything now. Going in? Player 2 holding on to that corner advantage. Shows a medium kick. Blocking that drive impact isn't going to KO. We're going into the final round tied up. Which fighter has it in them to grind out the win? Final round. Who will the fighting game gods favor here? The Getsuga Saiho hits. We're about to see a freestyle frenzy with no retake. Puts a bit of stank on that with an overdrive. Sees the overhead coming. Free flow strikes. Player 1 finds the target. Player 2 with the drive impact misses. Oh, here we go. Turns out. Are we going to see perfectly executed? Player 2 gets